And welcome everyone to Extella Link. So, real quick, in case you guys are wondering, I was going to do this before crystar, but I ended up doing crystar first. But now it's time to get back to Fate stuff. One thing to note, or I guess I should say before I get started, what happened to crystar? So I've been recording crystar for 2 hours at this point today, and the thing about crystar is it, I couldn't see a difference. So I don't know if we have to loop 4 times before there's a story difference or what, but from what I could tell, everything was the exact same. So what I'll probably will do is, it might be just like a random stream game that I stream to finish it up, where I can just kind of skip through the enemies and skip through the dialogue, because that 2 hours was pretty much just a waste of time of being the exact same thing as the last, there was chapter 6 and 7, so there is that, which is kind of unfortunate, but it is what it is, unfortunately. So that you know, good game, but I'm not gonna waste time with everyone. I'm not gonna waste everyone's time doing the exact same thing I just did 4 times specifically. So I was like, well, you know what, let's knock this game out, because this game is incredibly short, and plus I kind of want to play it, so here we are. So if you haven't played Extella, you technically don't need to play Extella to play this game. While they are while it is a sequel, loosely a sequel, I should say, they really don't have much to do with each other than a few characters that are the same. And it takes place on the moon. Same thing for Extra, CCC, none of that stuff. This is a complete standalone game. I will say, before we even start, while we are jamming to the music, my course through Extra is, I've played Extra, Extella, and Extella Link. I want to play CCC one day, but, you know, that'll never happen. It's like Ayaka coming out, except for Ayaka did come out, so hopefully CCC comes out. But with each game, there's a component that gets better and worse. Extella, the story was, well, in Extra, the story was really good, but gameplay was boring. It was rock, paper, scissors. Extella was kind of the middle ground. The combat was better, but the story was slightly worse. Then you have Extella Link, where the story is just terrible. Gameplay-wise, though, it's the best out of any of the Extra games, or the Extra first game. So, with that being said, without dawdling here, I'm going to go ahead and start. For those that don't know, I also love Muso games, so... Oh, save data found? So yes, we also get these outfits, because of course we do. So you can see here, we, let me turn on options. Difficulty is fine. Major enemies, enemy, lock on, normal, message speed, instant, save, skip cutscenes. We're gonna turn that, actually we'll leave that off. Message autoplay on, subtitles on, of course. Save. Camera settings, default. We'll just bump those up. I might have to redo that. Input settings, vibration on. Let me know the volume. Actually, I'm gonna lower this just a little bit. Okay, we'll leave the voice at like 8. We'll drop these down to like 6. That way it also isn't destroying my ears. Because the way that this is working is I've actually got headphones to where I can hear the game. Okay, that is the I guess I could do this and just turn the overall volume down. That seems too low. I might have to manage with that later. Save complete. Alright. That being said, let's go ahead. Oh, that's done that. So if the audio is kind of out of whack, I apologize, but I'll work on it beforehand. Like I said, this was kind of I was recording crystar already, and it just was kind of a mess. It was very boring, and I just didn't feel like it was worth putting out. Now that I've wasted 8 minutes of your time, though, let's go ahead and start the story. Oh, nope. We're going with Hakano, and you can actually spell her last name this time. Ooh, story. Moon. I wonder how much time has passed. I'm still here in the city, within Seraph. Oh, that was quick. That was very quick. I should probably turn off auto thing. Yep. I hope everyone... Alright, let me, go ahead and turn off autoplay here. Also, you can screen grab. Let me, go to the backlog here. Nope. Oh boy, I can't remember how to play. Alright. I wonder how much time has passed. I'm still here in the city within Seraph, the Sea of Spiritrons. Seraph is a virtual world built inside a supercomputer called the Moon Cell, so named because of its location on Earth's moon. Expert hackers known as wizards, because yes, they're called wizards here instead of mages, support the integrity of Seraph. So do the many AI entities constructed the Moon Cell's vast memory banks. And so do the heroic spirits, figures of histories and legends, whom the Moon Cell has brought the digital life of scholars and warriors. I lived through a war for the fate of the Moon Cell and the world it holds inside. The war is now over. There was Altera. Many humans, desperate to flee the disaster-ridden Earth, have found a new home in Seraph. Even this world's NPCs, who are once a little more than drones, have gained their own sort of consciousness. Okay. The population is still sparse compared to Earth's heyday, but we're starting to see more and more people around. It may take time, but if everything goes well, we may see entire new countries spring up in the world. Even this world's composed of data. Its citizens look, think, and feel just like everyday people, like Altera, the little girl beside me. She was a warrior once, an enemy, but the Moon Cell's power and a few lucky gambits gave her the chance to start over. Altera stops walking after she mutters that. It's not an unusual phenomenon for the Moon Cell to generate new areas, but... Altera pulls my sleeve. Also, the music in this is really good. She's right, those are Seraph's attack programs standing in front of us, armed and ready. We've managed to evade the attack programs for a moment, but we can't rest easy yet. Those attack programs will delete us if they catch us. We need a heroic spirit, a servant. We're surrounded. There's nowhere to run. My only choice is use one of my command spells and summon a servant. I have two to choose from. The Saber, Nero Claudius, or the Caster, Tomomono Ma. I'm sorry. We all know who we're summoning. We already know. You're not Nero. A young man appears in front of me, like a falcon on a spring breeze. He doesn't move like a human does. He's not a wizard like me. He must be a heroic spirit. But I've never seen him before. I'd remember if I had, and I'm still the only master on Seraph, so no other person could have summoned him. Did the moon cell itself call upon him? This unknown servant nods and scratches his head as if he's a little embarrassed.
どうやら呼び出したのはあんたで正しいらしい。俺はまああれだ。ノラサーバントみたいなもんかな。なに、細かいことは気にするな。アイスの当たり棒を引き当てたみたいなもんだと思って気楽に命令してくれ。
Whatever the case, it looks like he's willing to fight as my servant. No complaints then. We'll fight through this battle together.
よし、そんじゃな。かっこよくビシッと初陣決めてみせるぜ。聞こえるかい、セラフのマスターさん。
I can hear him. There's no mistake. He's a heroic spirit. A great hero of history, mythology, or literature. Oh, autoplay needs to get turned off again. Someone remind me to do that in the settings next time we get it. Nope. I can hear him. There's no mistake. He's a heroic spirit. A great hero of history, mythology, or literature, whose records collected the moon cell. The moon cell generates these physical manifestations of the heroes, giving them soul and sentence. On Seraph's battlefield, there is no greater force. They wield the weapons they held in the legends, in history, in the memories of the people, and they make the impossible possible. As a master, I know that power better than anyone else. I don't want to skip, but I do want to get to the point where I can, do this.
俺のクラスはセイバー。見ての通りのサーバントだ。助立ちとはいえ、今はあんたが我が剣の主だ。客も承知かもしれないが、戦いのイロハってやつを覚えてもらおうか。さあ命じろ、そのレガリアに。その指輪が俺に撃つべき敵を示す。
Alright, real quick. Where... Go ahead and just, do that. So, I don't remember how to, play this. It's been a while since I've played a Musou game. Actually, the last one I played was, I guess, Hyrule Warriors. Move a certain with L, press B to jump, ZR to dash, and R to move the camera. Press and hold R to open the active skill menu. Press Y, X, A, or B to use an active skill. Active skills may do more damage or have a wider range than normal attacks, but you must wait for the cooldown to finish before each use. So this is one thing about this game that makes it so much better. One of the many. You can also absorb blue mana spheres from defeated enemies. These mana spheres will be added to the drive gauge. When the drive gauge is full, press A to activate your powerful moon drive mode. While a servant is in a Moondrive state, the servant's attack and defense will greatly increase, allowing them to fight with overwhelming power. When you defeat an enemy in Moondrive, you can collect golden mana spheres. These spheres will increase the Noble Phantom gauge. When the gauge is full, press ZL to unleash your Noble Phantasm. Your ultimate move. Moondrive mode will end once the drive gauge is empty. Double up. You can activate a strong special attack called a Drive Skill by pressing A while in Moondrive. This powerful attack can decimate numerous enemies at once, but the Moondrive state will end instantly once this is activated. When the Noble Phantasm gauge is full, you can reveal the true name of your Noble Phantasm with ZL, thereby activating and inflicting major damage to the entire sector. This heroic spirit is strong. Everywhere in a shining blade glitters. The enemy attack program melts away. He might even be on par with the top servants from the war, but how could he be? He couldn't possibly have slipped under the radar all this time. It's as if he had read my mind. The Falcon of the Spring Wind smiles at me.
ここで早手のように立ち去るってのもありといえばありかな。かっこよくない？
それはただの通りまではありませんか？
おっしゃる通りです。まあともかく安全なところまで送るぜ。俺もあんたたちに教えてもらいたいことがあるしな。お、どうしたお嬢ちゃん。
Altair stares up at the sky. There's something mysterious behind her eyes. For a moment, she reminded me of the first time I saw her, wonderful and dangerous.
呼んでる？
What?
そうか。あなたが呼んでいるのなら仕方がありません。ごめん、行かないと。でもきっと心配ないから。
Before anything could push past my lips, Altera is gone.
まさか向こうに呼び出されたか。参ったな。
Does he know where she went? When I ask him, he scratches his head uncomfortably.
あるといえばあるが、今すぐに追いつける場所じゃない。大丈夫だ。おそらくあいつは彼女と話がしたかっただけだろう。危害は加えられないと俺の名誉にかけて誓う。
I ask him who he is.
それは、いや、後でまとめて説明するよ。ほら、あんたの本来のサーバントとも合流しなくちゃだろ。どうせすぐにセラフ中があいつの名を知ることになるだろうからな。
That's fine as long as there's a good explanation coming soon. I give him a terse nod. That's not a word,
なんつう
Hakuna.
か応用だな、あんた。やっぱ聖杯戦争の勝者ともなると違うのかね。それじゃあ、マスターさん、いや、マスター様か。マスター殿、どうやって呼べばいいのかそれもわからん。
I tell him he can call me master or just use my name.
おお、それじゃあマスターよろしくな。俺は待ってくれ。確か神明とは比するものだったよな。うん、分かってるぞ俺。神明は大事だからな。マスターであったとしても迂闊に明かしてはいけない。そうだよね。
Right, a servant's true name should stay hidden, so as to hide the servant's strengths and weaknesses. Every servant who's ever fought in a Holy Grail War knows that rule. Do they? Do they, though?
いや、しかしあえて我が神明を解放する。我が名はシャルルマーニュ。どうかその胸に刻んでもらいたいセラフのマスターよ。
This saber, Charlemagne, is just spilled his true name right out in the gate.
いやー、すっきりしたな。なんか秘密を2つも3つも抱えているのってかっこ悪いし。
Also, for anyone that's never watched Extella or Extra, prepare for me to flub words constantly. I don't know what it is about this game, but I love to flub words.
あ、重要なのはシャルルと呼んでほしいってとこだ。シャルルでもシャルでも構わないが、もう一つのメジャーな呼び方はアウトな。
Chuck. Good old Chuck.
別にあっちがかっこ悪いってわけじゃないが、ちょっと今の俺には重荷に過ぎるんだ。だからま、気軽にシャルルでいいぜ。
I'm still processing the surprise of hearing the name Charlemagne. The main figure in the legend that bears his name, he was also known in history as Charles the Great. He was counted as one of the 9 worthies, right alongside King Arthur, King David, and Julius Caesar. No wonder he breezed right through that last battle.
それじゃあマスター、まずはローマに帰還す
ロ
るでいいんだな。よろしく頼むぜ。
I clasped his outstretched hand. His grip was strong, with the prestige of a youthful enthusiasm. And that's how we began our strange journey together. Just a couple of friends doing friend things.
奏者とアルテラがいないのだが、どこへ行ったのだ。
Oh, that voice.
お散歩か。世の許可もなく共に出かけるとは仲良しか。世にも声をかけてほしかった。
そんなにキョロキョロしなくても、あなたはいつでもそわそわですね。
いや、ひとところに落ち着いていると頭痛がな。いや、それは良いのだ。キャスター、奏者とアルテラはどこだ。隠すとためにならぬぞ。明日にもアルテラは生体になるやもしれぬのだ。その瞬間を見逃して何とする。
はあ、セミの観察じゃないんですから。成長の瞬間を人様に見られるなんてアルテラさんも迷惑だと思いますけどね。だいたい皇帝陛下がご行幸を遊ばすと散歩どころか右にの大行列。ささやかなお散歩どころかお祭り騒ぎのエレクトリカルローマパレードになるからじゃありません。
良いではないか、ローマパレー
ド。よかないですよ。いえまあ、私も日によっちゃ嫌いじゃないですが、毎日やられたんじゃたまりませんとも。
庶民感覚とはそういうものか。
毎日祭礼されたらそれはただの日常です。 神としてはたまらんのです。みんながいつでも同じ顔をしていないから、みんなが笑っているお祭りは楽しいのです。そうい
Oops.
So-
I'm also gonna accidentally do that about 1,000 times.
世のリサイタルではいつも皆笑顔なのだが。
だからそれはっておかえりなさいませ、ご主人様。
After the usual greetings, I tell them about the attack programs and about Altera's disappearance.
もしや貴様の仕業か？
嫌ですね。私じゃございませんとも。そのような悪事からは足を洗った身ですので。自立型プログラムの量産に必要な魔力はこのローマ全てを賄ってあまりあります。そんな魔力そうそう湧いてくるものじゃありません。
そうか。ではあの英雄王めの戯れか？世と違ってキャッツは戯れの合間に王をやっているような男ゆえな。
あるいは征服王さんあたりですかね。あの方、今朝は雲が綺麗だわいぐらいの気持ちでスイッチが入りますから。これは千年鏡に戻っておくのが得策でしょうか。コンコンと耳の先っぽに悪い予感がいたしますが。
なるほど、ここが先輩のローマ、ここがセラフか。デジタル&クラシック、なかなかかっこいいじゃん。
貴様、突如ローマを褒めるとは何事か。褒めて使わす。
You just love these characters. They're so good. And Nero. Oh, it's Nero.
褒めるんかい。で、そちら何者です？見たところサーバントのようですけれど。
そうだな、まずは神名を名乗らせてもらうぜ。俺の名は遍歴騎士シャルル・マーニュ。
いきなり神名とな。それにシャルル・マーニュといえば、
かつてはフランクの王だったこともあるが、今はセラフを旅する騎士ってやつだ。
そうか。ではとシャルル・マーニュ、遠国より来たりし騎士よ。何故に我が奏者に神名を明かす？
神名を明かしたのはマスターに忠義を尽くすため、一人の騎士としてセラフの危機を救うためってことでいいかな。いいよな。多分そのために俺はここにいる。
我がローマの危機であると申すのか？
ああ、めんどくさいからぶっちゃけて言うと、囲まれてるぞこのローマ。
なんと！
It is in fact surrounded.
本当です。いつの間にか囲まれちゃってます。
構成プログラムがとえはたえ、おまけにサーバントまで加わっていやがる。
サーバント？今さらどこの英霊が？いえ、今は考える時ではありませんね。
奏者よ、撃って出るぞ。市街地になだれ込まれる前に外周部で撃滅する。何？よとそなたならばほんの一瞬のことであろう。
俺も混ぜてもらうぜ。見物だけなんてめんどくせえしな。
よかろう。世のファンであればすなわちローマ市民、世の剣として推賛を許す。我が陣に加わるがよい。
いや、俺は別にネロ先輩のファンじゃないんだけど、ああ、もちろん先輩として尊敬はしてるぜ。
なんと。ではなぜ貴様はここにいる？
あんたたちを連れて行くためだよ。マスターともども俺の要塞にな。